rules and regulations. Zoid battles are fighting competitions held on enormous battlefields using mechanical combat units known as Zoids. The enthusiastic young warriors put their pride on the line and sharpen their skills against one another. Battle mode approved. Area scanned. Battlefield set up. Ready? Fight!
Hi you guys, welcome back to some more Space Engineers. And I finally built it. My first real legit Zoid. And it's been done before. It does another one on the workshop, and well, you guys will see. So let me just switch around. Ta-da! It's the Raynos. Just kidding, just kidding. I didn't build this one. This is the one that's on the workshop already. That was built by someone else. Been built for months now. And he uses nothing but vanilla Space Engineers blocks. It's the default stuff. So yeah, that is a thing. Now granted, it functions and it doesn't look half bad, you know, all things considered. I mean, because it is vanilla and it was made using nothing but vanilla blocks. It doesn't look that bad. The head's a bit big compared to the body, and you guys will see a picture in the top right corner of the one this one modeled after of. There's two different legit models and that there's pictures of anyways. There's a turquoise teal looking one, which is this one clearly based off of. And then there's the green one that the Blitz team one is based off of. So I'm gonna give this one a quick test to show you guys this one in its base abilities. So let me go ahead and tab so you see what I'm doing. Okay. 2 to unlock. And you start hovering. Then you rotate the legs back. And then it flies. So, and the legs are its landing gear, so that is a thing. Let me go ahead and tap back so you guys can see the speed. And it's not slow, but it's not really fast either. Left and right is definitely a hindrance. It does not really want to go left and right that much. Forward it goes best, but other directions not so much. Tends to be fairly slow, which isn't really the Raynos style. But it is one that he made, and it is based on a different model, and because of it, I want to give him credit. And he used only basic vanilla Space Engineers blocks, which, you know, give him credit for that. I mean, that wasn't exactly an easy thing to do. And you guys can easily download, I'll include the link for you guys to download his model on Steam Workshop, because, again, I feel like because someone else has already done one, I should give credit to him. Especially given that it wasn't that bad and only used vanilla blocks. I mean, given that he only used vanilla blocks, it's really not that bad. It's actually okay. So I'm gonna hop out of this real quick. And I will be right back with the okay guys. I've now, as you can see, got mine up here. Now, as you can tell, mine is based off the green one that Jamie from the Blitz team uses on Zoids. And it's quite a bit bigger. I did kind of use his head design for inspiration, but I made it more accurate in my opinion, and I made the body to scale to go with that head, because honestly there's not much else you could do for the head other than, you know, he pretty much done most of the work already, the styling of it. I just kind of tweaked it a bit to make it a little more streamlined and nicer. and a little bit more accurate to the way it was in the show. But all in all, it's a big baby. But thanks to mods, it goes fast. And I do mean fast. And it's all small. It's all uses small blocks. It is considered a small ship. However, as you can see, it's a big bitch. And I went with this one as my first Zoid to make for two reasons. One, there was already one on the workshop. Well, for several reasons. For one, it was already on the workshop, so I had a build I could go by as kind of a guide. You know, somewhat. You know, I used some of his stuff as a guide on how mine should be, as well as pictures. But I didn't do it exactly, you know, the same, as you could tell. I did my own designing to it, basically. And I want to do it because, two, it was a fairly simple build, not a lot of moving parts. Simple flying ship, more or less. I did attempt to make the neck and wings and all that good stuff move exactly the way it's supposed to in the show. However, Space Engineer is either Space Engineers or my computer one just isn't quite enough to handle that many moving parts. And when trying to adjust the wings and the angle of them just by a single degree, the rotors on the legs exploded for no reason. And not only did they explode, the landing gear exploded, the wings exploded, the neck exploded, all the joints exploded. I'm like, what the hell did I do? Because and here's the thing, I had all set up separately. So it's just like, it was just like one of the random Space Engineers glitchy things. And I was like, okay, glad I saved the non-moving version and just copy pasted to start making it move. So just like his, the only thing that moves is the legs. But that should be fine. I would love to do more with this, but until Space Engineers gets done doing a lot of the bug fixes and tweaking and I get my computer done up better, this is the best I can do. So with that said, let's get into a quick outside tour of my build and showcase what all it can do by flying it. First of all, 20 thrusters on every single side except for front and back. Front and back has different thrusters and a different number of thrusters because, well, it's front and back, so that's where most of the speed is coming from. But I've got 20 of the azimuth thrusters on the sides, as you can see, and they do the trick for maneuvering. It's not the fastest in the world, but it's quick enough. Given that all you're really moving for is adjustments going side to side and up and down and landing and so forth, I didn't really need them to be fast. And for weapons, we have, yes, plasma blades on the claws, plasma blades on the wings, because I've seen a version of either this or another flying Zoid, can't remember which, that actually had the wings having a little blade like pop out from in front of it. So I thought that'd be cool. And the claws we've actually seen do damage to other Zoids when they do near misses. He'll scratch them with the claw and actually do some damage. So they do function as extreme close range near misses. I still got you anyways kind of shots. You can see the Gatling guns right down the back, as is in the anime. And then I have a couple guns right down here that fire. And as you can see underneath, I have more thrusters and a connector. So therefore you can resupply that way easily. I have another connector on a piston. Have this land on either side of it. It go right up in between his legs and connect and unload or load. And then for the front and back, I'm using Wyvern engines. You see a lot of 1x1s because I didn't want to use the big one in the front because it's so long. It would interfere with the pieces of the neck right here. So I used the 1x1s and I used another one right there just as some extra boost. And I used some of the azimuth thrusters for more stopping power because of how big the back engines are. I'm using 2 of the really large Wyvern engines to give it a ton of boost going forward, and 4 of the smaller ones. So altogether, it's a pretty fast beast. And even though I couldn't exactly put the little silver disc thing on top because there wasn't really a part that I saw that was really good for it, and I didn't want to interfere with the thrusters and so forth, I decided just to put an antenna on it right there. I figured it'd be close enough. I used armor plates, the revamped armor plate mod for the wings, and if you look at the models and so forth, you see some black lines. Look, I think they're venting things for the engine and so forth, so I put them in. I figured they look nice. Gave some nice textures to things. I think overall it looks nice. I think it matches fairly good what I was aiming for. But enough talk. Let's see what this thing can do. And I'm using the mini ship mod, the hover bike mod for this button right here. And hold on a second, guys. I'm having some issues. Okay, there we go. That's better. I was getting a double cursor effect on my screen, which happens sometimes. It was really driving me crazy. Okay. So now let's proceed with getting in this big thing. If I'll stop lagging for 2 seconds. Why the lag suddenly? Please stop. You're making this very difficult. There we go. And yes, I'm using the latest mod that has the cockpit that opens. And now we're in. Yay. Now, just to show you everything functioning, let me switch around right here. Close the hatch back down. Then we will switch off the landing gear. Which, by the way, I do have a way to shut off all the engines. So if you was to dock this on another plane or on a Well King build and then do a jump, use the jump drive to jump to another new location, it would stay still. I thought of that. So, go back to the main menu. Now, for landing purposes, to help you see the guide, I put some lights down there. I keep them off for the most part though. Now that all it's closed and open, let's hover just a bit. Then rotate the legs back, because that's the main movement that it does. Move away from the platform. That way we don't hit anything. As you can see, it gains speed pretty fast. It's not pretty fast. It's up and down, or a little bit faster than what the one using vanilla blocks was, but still very somewhat comparable. And now, it's time to have some fun. I'm going to show you the real power of this beast. First, let's get back in the normal mode. Reverse. Not bad speed. But that's not what the real speed lies.
I am the Wild Eagle. That's what you can call me from now on.
And maybe you guys can help me. For some reason, when I hit the forward thrusters, for some reason it tends to push it down, and I don't know why. But yeah, it can get up some speed. Already 14,000 meters away from base. Wow. We got really far, really fast. Scroll up, there we go. Point the thing in the right direction. And again, it's really hard to tell exactly how fast it's going and so forth because there's no real way to do a speed relation. Again, I don't know why it's doing that when I press forward. I don't know if it has something to do with the thrusters, the gyros. So it's probably best to get it to speed and then like set it and forget it kind of a thing. Where you anyways, while we're away from base, I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. Turn a little bit so that way we don't hit it. Show off the weapons. The close combat blades I was telling you about, yes, they're there. Gonna do some damage if someone gets pretty close. I have missiles. Rapid fire at that. And for some reason, rapid firing with those, for some reason shoots the blade guns as well. I don't understand it. It could be hell. That could be the reason why it keeps wanting to flip forward on me. It could be those blades. You guys test it out. Let me know if you guys find problems with it. Figure out what's the problem. My guns. Those are the main ones. Pretty good if you're flying and trying to shoot those. And then the rear defense ones. All pretty good. And they function just like you would expect them to. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you guys can please help me figure out what is causing this thing to go down when you press the thrusters forward. But it goes back, so I guess it's alright. But it still goes down on an angle, so I don't know what's exactly causing it. So again, guys, please tell me. You guys can figure out what that's causing that. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with this, and get ready to park this thing down, and I'll see you next time. There's one more Zoids. I'm hoping to have the legacy or done for the next one. That's going to be a challenge I have. Or is it the rotors? I don't know. It's either the rotors or the work in progress blades. I don't know. Like I said, someone please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or why it's doing that. If it's a mod, what? I look forward to hearing someone to answer this question for me because I am lost for why it does that. But other than that, it functions. It just takes some work to fly. And lock the landing gears to this fourth one on the bottom. Open the hatch. And exit. And then just for looks, close the hatchback. So guys, hope you like it. It looks pretty at least. It does function, sort of. So again, if you guys could tell me what mod or what about this build is making it want to lean down all the time, please let me know. If it's as simple as adding a second set of landing gear back here to hold the feet steel, something, let me know. Just anything that you guys know about or can come up with that might help alleviate that pain in the butt, and I will do an update to the download on the build and everything else, and probably do a slight update to on another one of these videos eventually. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright.